All right. Okay, into this video, I want to talk to you on what I call the place of word emotional maturity. All right. In the previous video, I talked about the place of word physical word maturity in relationship or marriage. And today, I want to talk about what emotional maturity. Okay, but the question is, what is emotion? What is emotion? Emotion is a person's internal state of being, a person's internal state of being, or the involuntary psychological response of a person towards something or a situation around him or her. Okay, so now the place of our emotional maturity is very key in marriage or relationship. Any person would neglect what the place of emotion, all right, in any relationship or marriage is just joking. It's not ready for business. And so a person need to be emotionally matured, just the way I talked about physical maturity. And a person needs to be matured physically. That's what I said before, but now I'm talking about emotional maturity. All right. If you're not emotional matured, and then I would suggest that you don't go into marriage or into any serious relationship. A lot of marriage breaks, a lot of relationship will crash because of lack of emotional maturity. So it is very important that you work on your emotion. Just like the definition I gave, a simple definition I gave, like a person's involuntary psychological response. Sometimes it's not something that a person can control. So this could be as a person's composition, a person's inherent nature is something that is in person. You can't just, he or she can't help. All right, it's just like a person who easily get angry, or a person who will respond to some issues and all that. So it's all about what the person's internal a kind of a person's inbuilt, all right, a system in the person. So, but the point is that there is always need for improvement, and there is always need for growth in anything we do. So there is also need for a person to actually grow emotionally. So as we grow in physically, we can also grow it emotionally. If you're a person that maybe somebody abuses you or insults you, easily get angry, or you begin to cry and say, "Oh, why me? Why technically he begin to cry?" That person is just like a baby, The person is not matured enough. And so when you talk about the place of emotional maturity, it's about a person's ability to respond to critical issues without getting angry or being too emotional and all that. And this, talks about ladies in particular. Most of the time, ladies are emotional beings. All right, they respond so quickly and so easily to situations, and they are easily offended, easily irritated, easily moved in all that. And so we need to work on our emotion, whether man or woman. And there are cases of men also that are so emotional. Imagine a man, any little thing that happened, they begin to cry. And then you wonder, is this a man or a woman? And so sometimes we need to work on this. So we need to be emotionally matured. We need to be emotionally matured. Okay, Paul say, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. I act as a child. I thought as a child. But when I become a man, I put away childish things. And so if you're still acting like a child, you're still behaving like a child, you should know that you need to work on your emotion. All right. Very, very key. Very, very vital. So please, let's take this very serious. Because if we are not matured emotionally, there's going to be a lot of issues. And so there's always need for emotional improvement, emotional growth. How do we attain this? How do we work on this? A lot of things need to be done. It takes a lot of hard work. It's intentional. You need to be intentional about your emotional growth. And this may require the need for you to be studious. Maybe there's some materials you need to read and some literatures you may need to read to work on yourself. Sometimes, even the Bible, you need to read the Bible, the Word of God. It can condition your mind, your emotion. And that is why the Bible talks about be ye renewed in the spirit of your mind. So that means our mind needs to be renewed. Our emotions, psychologically, emotionally, we can work on ourselves. And as we do this, we see ourselves growing and growing and growing. And at the end, we'll be happy, seeing ourselves as improved person who have the ability to manage situations. God bless you, and see you in my next video.